All right, so we're going to hear what this guy has to say about how he became financially independent with a more extreme living strategy. So let's check it out.
I don't have any bills now. I bought this little shed for $8,000. I made it into a house. Check out the inside. It's not finished just yet. The house is completely off grid, so electricity comes only from these solar panels. But now I have no electric bill. Here's the batteries that run the house. But I'm in the sticks, and no water lines run this far out. So I have this big water tank. It gets rainwater from my roof. Now I have no bills. The electric's free, the water's free, and my house is paid for. I don't have...
So he bought a shed for $8,000. You can find stuff like this online. You can even find it at like Lowe's or Home Depot. You can buy tough sheds for less than $8,000. I've seen pretty good ones for like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. So what you do, I guess, is you buy a piece of land. If you're going to do that, probably should be unrestricted zoning because you could get in trouble if you don't. Set up your solar thing, collect rainwater. Depending on what state you're in, that might not be the best idea. There might be laws against that. But if you do the due diligence properly and you're willing to, live far below your means and you're willing to renovate something over time, you can have a very cheap home, a very cheap property that you own, completely paid off with no bills. Imagine how much faster you'd be able to get ahead if you didn't have a housing expense or utilities or all that stuff, or at least it was like 10% of what it is now. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to want to live off grid. This guy is taking a more extreme option, which, if you're sick and tired of being stuck in the rat race, the system, the matrix, then, maybe that's an option to consider. And remember, just because you start off with something like this doesn't mean that's where you're going to end. You can always have utilities drawn out to your property. You can sort of formalize everything and get the electric and all the other stuff that you need to make a property more livable. By the way, also, you don't have to take an extreme option like this. You could just do it all from the very beginning. You can find a piece of land. You can find a very small, cheap, modular structure that you can build. And you can just go the formal route. You can have a builder build it, or you can build it yourself and draw the utilities out there. It's going to cost you more money, but you could still do this for a fraction of the cost that it's going to cost to buy a $500,000 starter home, which is what people are expecting us to buy now, which is completely unreasonable and unsustainable. So, if you're willing to get creative, there are options out there. All right,